Next up on WTV, a recap on last week's walkout, DECA Internationals, and today's Sports Minute. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today's Tuesday, April 24th, and I'm Caitlyn Kleibert with another daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. Featuring student speakers and a voter drive, more than 200 students walked out of school Friday as part of the National School Walkout. WTV's Neha Paramala has the details.
Walking out for better gun reform, more than 200 students made their way to the band parking lot at the start of Friday's advisory period.
I think it was fantastic. I was surprised by how great the turnout was, and I was very energized. I think it's so important that we show students the importance of being active in civic democracy, and I think that's what we accomplished.
Several students held up signs advocating for gun control and showing support for the victims of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas shooting. Rallying the students, Junior Artie Potoval was one of the several student organizers who spoke out to the crowd through a megaphone.
I think it empowered the students. Gun control and this issue affects students especially more than most political concepts, and so I think that people are more empowered to express what they think and also to vote for things that they want.
However, not everyone may agree with the message.
I personally feel like protests usually don't accomplish anything just based on their history. I just don't believe in the message. I believe in gun control, I just don't believe in the idea of getting rid of guns entirely.
Even with opposition, with this walkout one of several across the district and country, Senior Parker Butler hopes lawmakers take notice.
To have an entire generation stand up today across the entire country, including every high school in Frisco, and say this is not normal, I think that is a huge deal, and I think lawmakers should pay attention to that.
I'm Neha Paramala reporting for Wingspan TV.
DECA competed in the Internationals in Atlanta over the weekend. WTV's Marissa Udine has more.
DECA is in Atlanta competing at the International Career Development Conference. In order to develop knowledge and skills for college and careers, 18,000 high school students, advisors, business persons, and alumni gather at the conference. Advisor Chris Ham believes attending this conference will benefit students in the long run.
It's really just experience. If you're interested in the field of business, it's all about just doing things like practicing, knowing how to sell things, and making plans and models. So you get that experience of doing business. And especially at this level, it's very competitive. So it really pushes you to be excellent and just strive to be perfect in a way so that they can really win. And the whole idea of that just drives everyone to just work even harder than before.
DECA students will receive their results later today. Reporting from Wingspan TV, I'm Marissa Udine.
Although there is no $10,000 cash prize like in the TV show, students on campus are trying to bake their best cake. WTV's Jay Lee has the details.
Following the crumbs left over from Cupcake Wars, students in food science and culinary arts classes participated in their next competition, Cake Wars. While the Cupcake Wars were based on multiple traits including taste, look, and the ability to work together, Cake Wars is a contest strictly based on appearance to see which group can make the best looking cake.
I'd say, cake is harder to make. Cupcake, less room to mess up on a cake. Actually, there's more room to mess up on a cake. And the cupcakes are just smaller, easier to decorate, I guess, quicker to make.
Students needed to have a decoration planned out beforehand so they could get to work immediately as soon as the timer started. Just like the TV show, there were judges to grade the cakes. The group with the most creative and best looking design is crowned the winner. These competitions are a great way for students to showcase their skills and knowledge.
So our students are learning the chemistry of baking. And so particularly we're talking about cakes. They learn different things like how cake rises, the use of leavening agents. We talk about starches, we talk about protein and what the eggs are used for, what salt is used for, and so forth. And then our inspiration for an activity where the kids can actually see the unit come alive, we decided to do Cake Wars. And our inspiration came from our television show, Cake Wars. And so the kids get a chance to actually mimic the cake show.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Jay Lee.
Baseball and softball played Friday, and baseball plays Reedy tonight. Here's today's Sports Minute.
Softball faced off against Reedy in the final district game of the season, Friday night. Fighting for a playoff spot, the Redhawks could not just get the bats clicking, totaling only 5 hits in the 9-1 loss. Senior Hallie Berkeball threw 5 innings, allowing 5 hits with 8 strikeouts as the Redhawks fall out of playoff contention and see their season end.
Season went well. It was exciting because we got 5th in districts, but we fell short to playoffs.
Meanwhile, baseball continued its season at Frisco on Friday. Junior Tim Wynia would throw 5 1/3 innings, allowing only 2 hits with 8 Ks as the Redhawks get the 11-0 win. The team will play the Reedy Lions tonight out of playoff contention, but looking to disrupt the District 13 5A playoff race. In other news, senior Kyle Davis held his college signing this morning as he commits to Trinity University to continue his soccer career.
It feels pretty cool that all my friends came. I already committed like a week ago, so I already knew this was happening. But I didn't think it was gonna be as exciting as it was.
This is Davis O'Brien with Wingspan Sports.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. WTV's Neha Parimal brings you today's announcements.
Baseball plays Reedy at Reedy tonight at 7:30. Pulse will be meeting in the lecture hall on Wednesday, April 25th. Officer applications will be available. The next Red Hawk rant will take place Thursday, April 26th during advisory.
That's it for today's Daily Update. This has been Caitlyn Kleibert for Wingspan TV.